Up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. 2Times, bringing y'all another episode of 2Times MOSHPIT. We got another interview because we about to go crazy, bro. We taking off, bro. Because we doing this shit for the public, bro. We do this shit for the public. Hey, I got a special guest. I got my little brother here, a.k.a. The Flash, a.k.a. Ziggy
Yes,
3Time, a.k.a. What's your name, bro? Introduce your name, bro.
Hey man, go on IG, follow me, Zion Williams 2_. You know what it is, Z Will. We finna get right into this interview for y'all.
Bro, I've been close with this man since the womb. Then we is damn near. I think 14 months apart. 17 months apart, bro. I ain't gonna lie. It's like this man. I've literally been through thick and thin growing up with this man. Hell and back, bro. I ain't gonna lie. We got into a lot of shit, bro. We gotta talk about all this, bro. We gotta get right into the nitty gritty, bro. Cause like people want to hear the interesting stuff, bro. We don't want to hear that bullshit, bro. We want to hear like the true story, bro. We want to hear the real stuff, bro. So like, let's not even waste any time, bro. So like, let's talk about like how was it, bro? Cause me and you both came from the same high school, right? Both went to Basha High, both graduated from there. But like a lot of people, even though I don't think so, thought that you was like the star of the two of us. Like everybody felt like you was the main one, bro. And I was like, you know what? I'll give it to him because the man was leading Basha and stats. The man was going crazy his senior year, bro. How did it feel being a star at Basha, bro?
I mean, to start off with the first part, being a star, it's a little different. When I was there, the culture was different than when you were there. You know, the coaching staff changed. We had a whole new track program, so 2 sport athletes. It was just different for the culture wise. So I'd say, and then on top of that, you was hurt senior year, junior year. You know, you didn't get the recognition you deserved. So when I came in, a whole new coaching staff, I had to prove myself again. But you know, once they seen me and I started playing, you know, it was all she wrote from there. So it's different for you because you know, with you being hurt, you didn't really get the coaches to notice you like you needed to. So I'd say like we got our older brother Daryl too, who was also hurt. He tore his ACL, but we was all stars. It was just in a different way. I think Daryl could have played D1 if he didn't tear his ACL. You know, you being a 6'1" corner, you definitely could have went D1. You was physical enough. You was just hurt. I was just the one that could stay healthy, so I was able to get the recognition. What was the second part you asked?
So like, not even just like being a star. Like, how was it being a star like around Bash? Like just being that nigga around campus. Excuse my language, bro. Like, how was it like just walk around campus like, yo, like I'm really damn near the top athlete at the school. Like, it was like you, it was Michael Harper, came to my team, bro. How did it feel, bro? Like walking into school every day, like, yo, like these motherfuckers like really look up to me, type shit. Like, you had kids coming up to you after games asking for autographs, bro. Like, I ain't never seen nothing like that, especially in high school. So like, that's what I mean. Like, how did it feel just like have that star power, my boy? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, it was smooth and all, you know, like being that nigga, you know, all the girls notice you. You got niggas from other schools texting you, girls from other schools. It was cool and all, but at the same time, you know, we still here to do a job. You got to stay humble, you know, you got to remember this is still your craft. You just trying to perfect your craft and be the best you can be. So it's cool to be like that guy around campus and all, but at the same time, you got to know, like, you still on a goal, you still chasing a dream, so.
Facts.
Don't get, you know, too confident and then you stop working because you feel like you're that guy. You got to keep working and keep showing like I'm here for a reason.
Facts. So look, so then let me tell you this, or let me ask you this. So, because as you said, I went to Bachelor before you, and I played with Coach Todd, and like I feel like the dynamic of the school is just so much different. Like with Coach Todd, and even when Wilbrock was there, like I feel like they wasn't bad as coaches, but like we were terrible. We had like everybody said we had all the talent in the world, but we could never make that work. But then this new coach comes in. What's his name? The new coach.
Coach Mack.
Coach Matt comes in, changes the whole program. Next thing y'all know, y'all start having winning records. Actually, y'all are actually on pace to win state this year as we speak. So, like, how does it feel? Because, like, I don't know how to say it. I feel like a lot of the time they play coach's favorite when I was playing in high school. And a lot of, I don't mean to say it no excuse, but, like, I feel like the coaches is very different. Like, yeah, kids walking around, like, for example, when we had to do up downs, we used to laugh about it. Like we used to be like, "Oh, like what the hell?" But like laughing, like in a joking matter. Like that don't matter to us. Like we were just bullshitting out there during camp. We wasn't really taking it serious. And like in the weight room, we was all clowning around. What did it feel like when Coach Mack came? Did you guys do the same thing, or was y'all just like, no, like this guy's different? Like what was the difference in coaching changes, like culture changes and everything?
So when I was first there, I started with Coach Todd and that was my freshman season, and then, you know, I think it starts with the upperclassmen because we saw how like the juniors and seniors wasn't taking stuff serious, so it
Mm-hmm.
carried on. So us as freshmen coming in, we was like, like they don't take this serious. Why should we? Like we look up to y'all, so if we see y'all doing that, that's where it started. So we
Mm-hmm.
wasn't that serious because we saw everybody else wasn't that serious. So as soon as he left, we had Coach Wilbrow come in. All the seniors talking about, okay, like it's time to change. We got a new coach, like it's a new beginning. And then we noticed, like as soon as Coach Wilbrow got there, it was still the same thing. Like it wasn't very family oriented. People wasn't
Facts.
taking it serious. Like
Facts.
it wasn't nothing. And then Coach Matt came in and like from day one, he was like, no, we gonna change this program. Like he had us family oriented. He had us doing stuff together, making sure our team chemistry was there. Like all the little things matter. It's not just the season. It's everything that leads up to the season. You got to be a family before you even can step field on the field together. So we became like a family, and then once we went to camp, it was like we just clicked. As soon as we hit summer camp, everybody was clicking. 7-on-7, we was winning. We just had our confidence back, and like once we had like the chemistry, everything like just started to fall in place, and then we just started working harder. And then when I was a senior, that's when we started getting like these upperclassmen or lowerclassmen, like these freshmen coming in that was real good,
Mm-hmm.
and like we knew like if they gonna come here, we gotta show them like, hey, this ain't no joke, like we here to win. So they started catching on to us. So now we got Miles Lockhart, we got Bryson, Lil
Mm-hmm.
D, the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
All these younger dudes coming into Bachelor because they see like, okay, we serious now. So I think like
Right.
I think Micah, he definitely laid a foundation at Bachelor. Andrew Barney,
Yeah.
Camden, all these big time players that play when I was there, we show like these younger guys, okay, like Bachelor, we trying to get on the map. We trying to put Bachelor on the map.
Facts. So let me ask you this though, because Coach Warbright, he took a lot of shots at Coach Tyler. Like for example, the year before Warbright got there, we went 3-7, and Warbright used to always make fun of Coach Tyler. Like this is why y'all went 2-8, because like I said, we used to be joking and stuff all the time. He like this is why y'all went 2-8, or not 2-8, 3-7, and then he came in and went 2-8 and left the following year after that. Was Coach Beckley taking shots at Warbright, talking about like, this is y'all record and this is why y'all was trash and stuff last year, or did he like literally just forget everything, bro?
Nah, he just came in and he's humble. Coach Mack is a very humble coach. He just stayed positive. Like he knew he could change the program. He didn't have to take shots. I mean, to me, that's childish. Like you, another grown man, worried about another man. You shouldn't even be doing that. Like Coach
Mm-hmm.
Mack just came in. He was just like, we're gonna change this program, and he did what he did. He changed the program. He made it family oriented. Like I said, it's just one big family. Everybody's happy to play now. When Coach Wilbrock was there, you had people quitting third game, fourth game. You had one of the top quarterbacks in the state quit because of how you was functioning. Like
Mm-hmm.
if you can't lead as the coach, man, your players they're not gonna want to play for you. So Coach
Yeah, I don't
Mack
mean to
just
be
came
taking
in
shots
and
at
built the
Warbright either.
foundation.
I don't mean to take shots at Warbright because he was a great D3 coach and stuff. But like once he came into bad shit, then shit went downhill at Mountain Point, and then I don't know what's going on, bro. But like, yeah. But all right, so let me ask you this then, because a lot of people don't know this, but freshman year y'all had one of the best teams I would say in the state. It was like y'all and Chile. Y'all had Elijah
Yeah,
Taylor, Logan Mack, who both went off to play D1 football. Y'all had
yeah.
Baron Miles, who's playing football in Nebraska. Y'all had you. Y'all had
hmm
who else?
We had
The
my boy
receiver.
Michael.
Yeah,
We had
y'all
my
had
boy
Michael Anderson.
JT.
Y'all had JT, Jared Terragino, who's a boy. You also had Ethan Clough, who's also playing football at NAU. Y'all had the star power in the
hmm
world, bro. How did it
Right.
feel when it came to Mateen? Like, how did it feel when all you got like when they just started leaving left and right? Like, how did it feel when like at the end of the year it's just you and Camden as the OGs from that freshman team?
I mean, we saw it coming though. Like we freshman year, we only had two coaches. We knew like, okay, we got the talent, but we don't got we don't got the plays. Like talent can only get you so much. We running the same plays over and over. Teams catching on. We not switching nothing. It was just we had the best. Definitely, we had the best talent. We had the best team
Right.
talent wise, but we didn't have everything else, and we don't have the numbers either. Like, yeah, you named all the stars, but once one of us get hurt or like two of us get hurt, we don't got numbers like Chandler or like Hamilton got. So we just had to work with what we had. And then once everybody started leaving, like, it was thoughts in my head, thoughts in Micah's head, like, damn, like we don't got nothing. Like, do we leave too? But we
Mm-hmm.
decided to stick through it and just change the program and do what we could do.
Yeah. Did you feel at all betrayed by them leaving? Like, did you feel like, yo, like, wow, like they really left us in the dust? Like, we could really be a
Nah.
championship team, or was you just like, no, F it, bro? Like, they want to leave. We still got to do what we got to do. We still got a job to handle.
All right. At the end of the day, like, they still kids. They gotta do what's best for them. So those are still all my guys. Like, we still family. Like, no matter what. Like, I know they left. They gotta do what's best for them. They knew Basher wasn't the fit. They knew they wasn't gonna get what they needed from Basher, and I respect that for them. But you know, a player like me, I felt like Basher was all I needed. I didn't have to leave, so I just decided to stay with Micah and Camden. We just, you know, roll with what we had.
So let me ask you this then, because sophomore year of high school, you didn't get put on varsity. A lot of the kids did. Like Logan Mack did, Baron Miles did, even Mike when he first came in sophomore. Camden Mateen was also sophomore in high school. I mean, not high school, on varsity. But you wasn't, and Coach Warburg let you up, and you and E2 felt that y'all was robbed from that because y'all felt like y'all was better than every receiver on there that was upperclassmen. How did it feel going against them in 7-on-7 and then catching the game-winning touchdown against Mountain Point on Coach Warburg, knowing that he didn't put you on varsity, knowing that he thought that you wasn't ready for it, but he thought everybody else was? How did it feel to catch that deep ball game-winning touchdown, even though it was only 7-on-7? How did it feel to catch that game winner on his team, though?
I mean, for me, it wasn't really anything. Like, at the end of the day, I'm just playing football. I'm just doing what I got to do. Like, obviously, beating him felt good just because everything we went through with him. But to me, that catch is just another catch. I think
you've been there before.
You know, putting me, yeah, I've been there before. That's nothing new. You feel me? But I think actually playing JV my sophomore year helped me. I wasn't the biggest. To be honest, I don't think I was ready. Like, yeah, I was better than those receivers, but I don't think I was ready. You know what I mean? So it actually gave me a year to develop. And then going into junior year, you know, it was just, okay, I had my time. Now I'm on varsity with the big guys. It's time to show what I can do.
That's facts. So even though football went like that for you and you had to take a harder route in football, you still came out on top. How was it running track at Basher, bro? Because, like, I didn't run track, but I used to go to track meets. I used to see, like, how close y'all was. Like, that was the definition of a family. Like, y'all was out there from sun up to sundown during track meets, out there all day to laughing and joking. Like, how was it running track at Basher compared to playing football?
Man, track's always been my first love, so I'm always going to feel some way for track. But also, on top of that, you know, track, with me running since I was a little kid, I knew everybody at the track meets, like, from all the different schools. Like, I just knew everybody. So when I got out there, it was like I could go visit one school, then the next school tent, then the next school tent, and we was just vibing, you know what I mean? It was just a fun vibe. Everybody was out there, you know. We got kicked out of some track, like out of some track meets. She was there when we had the speaker in the back and we was all dancing and stuff.
Turned up.
Track is just it's just a different vibe than football. Like, with track, you only got, you got one race and then you done for a few hours, so you could just relax and kick it. So with football, you got to be more serious. With track, you know, you got the time to, you know, there's a time to joke around and there's a time to be serious. You could joke around a lot more with track.
So let me ask you this then. Do you prepare the same for a track meet like you would with a football game? Like, do you do the same thing, like, as like a pre-game ritual, like a pre-game method that you do?
It depends on the track meet. So Wednesdays, like Tuesdays and Wednesdays, we got dual meets. That's really nothing. That's just a conditioning day. So I just get out there and, like, you know, bullshit. It ain't nothing serious for those. But on Fridays, like, those are the invitationals, and that's where you're trying to place for state. So that's why I really got to get my hair right, you know. Me and Michael, we do this long warm-up. We both had some bad hamstring injuries, so we really had to prepare on Fridays. You know, we had Thursdays was treatment days. We had to, you know, massages, Epsom salt baths, ice baths, you know, all that good stuff to get our bodies right for Fridays. And Fridays, that's what we was trying to place, you know.
So let me ask you this, bro. Because you ran high school, I mean, you ran track since sophomore year of high school, but you've been running way before that, because you was babies, you was running track, but you didn't start running high school track till sophomore year of high school. Let me ask you this then, because it's getting to the nitty gritty. Which 4x1 team was faster? The sophomore year team with you, Jevin, and Camden, and I think, was it Nick at the time?
It was Nick.
Or was it your senior year team with Mike and Camden and you? And I can't remember who else was on your track team.
Senior year was me. No, my junior year, because senior year was the COVID year. But junior year was me, Truth, Andrell, and Micah.
So, which 4x1 team? If y'all was a race right now, which 4x1 team would win? And be dead honest, bro.
If we was to race right now, I'd probably have to go with Micah, Drell, and Truth. Only because they still play
Wow.
D1 football. So
No. I mean in high school.
Still,
No. I mean in high school. Like high
if we was to
school.
race 'em.
Like if y'all was to both line up in high school, state meet. Y'all in lane, y'all in like lane 1, lane 2 type shit. Like it's like me versus
That's
you.
hard.
Who you
Right.
got?
The
I don't
only
lie,
reason
cause
I'm
we
gonna have
said,
to-
cause we
broke the
said
school record, though,
Camden.
with Camden, and we did break the school
Right,
record
that's
with
what I was
them,
about to
so
say.
I gotta
Camden.
go with them only because we broke the record with them. I gotta go with the OGs.
So who was the second leg for that 4x1 team?
It went Nick to Camden.
No, I know
to
Camden
Jevin.
was, cause I know Camden was second. Jevin was third. You was the anchor. I'm talking about for the junior team. Who was the second leg?
Oh, it went. That one we kind of switched around because all four of us could run any leg, but our main lineup was Micah to Truth to me to Drell.
Okay, so I think Micah takes off on Nick. Do you
Micah
think
beat
Camden?
Nick, easily.
Okay, do you think Camden is hawking truth in that straight line for the second leg? Do you think he conquered them? Be honest.
They gonna
Be
be neck and
honest.
neck. They gonna be neck and neck. I don't know if it's just gonna hawk them, but they gonna be neck and neck. But then, I don't
So
know.
then that third
That's
leg
hard.
with Drell and Jev, who's taking off?
No, it would be me and Jeff. I ain't gonna lie, Jevin. You're my guy, but I'm catching you. I ain't gonna
So
lie,
Drell
Jevin.
was the anchor at the time then.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. So then, yeah. So I think I ain't gonna lie, I think that sophomore team will win just because of how I've seen people fast, but like when I seen Camden take off in the 4x1, bro, that second leg,
Yeah, that's what
and
I'm saying.
literally
He makes
just
up so
use
much
that
ground.
bolt of electricity running through the track meet, and then I just see him give it to Jevin, come around
And
that
I ain't
corner,
gonna lie.
and then give it right to you, just ended off the race. But that was probably one of the craziest 4x1 teams I've seen, bro. And
I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
Camden won us majority of them races. Not saying Nick was slower than that first leg, but Camden covered so much ground, bro. At
So
second
much
leg,
ground.
Like, he won majority of our races. Like once Jevin got it, it was all she wrote. Like
Facts. And
Yeah,
then in
yeah.
state, y'all damn near had it, but didn't somebody pull their hamstring?
yeah, Nick put it. We was actually favored to win, and Nick pulled his hamstring, so he was slowing down, trying to get a baton to Camden. You know, Camden tried to do what he could do, but we was already so far back, we didn't end up placing. We got fifth, but we was favored to win that year too.
Man. So let me ask you this then. Top 5 fastest track runners you've ever seen in high school. Ever. Top 5. Give me like, if there was a run of 100 right
In
now.
Arizona,
Like, yeah, cause I don't know anybody else, but I know a few Arizona track runners because like I said, I've been watching you run track for the longest.
so Paul Lucas is in there.
For surely from
Karan
Mountain Point.
Adams.
Karan Adams, that's a
ran
Chandler.
10-4.
That's a Chandler, huh?
Yeah. Keely
Okay.
Ringo.
Woo, Keely in there?
Yeah,
The Georgia quarter, Keely? He ran a
Keely's in there.
10.5. Wow.
I mean, you could go with a lot of people. It depends on the years you're doing. Because if you're going like back then, like you could have Devin Allen in there for sure. Because he went
For surely
10-6.
for surely from Brophy, for
But
surely.
if you're going like in recent years, you could have people like Koran or like Jaheim. He went 10-4 as a freshman.
Damn, bro, imagine running 10.4 as a freshman.
Yeah, it
Ain't
just
gonna lie,
depends
that's
on the
looking
years you
crazy.
Because I've been running for years, so I can name people from like different years.
So if you think they all ran right, like if they all ran in high school, who you think would win that race?
Paul Lucas.
You think it's easily? You think he wins it easily?
Not easy.
Not easy?
But Paul Lucas went. He ended up going 10-2 because he raced Trayvon Bromell.
Damn.
Which is an Olympian. They raced in high school, so ain't none of them touched 10-2 yet. So I got Paul Lucas.
Damn, I ain't gonna lie, that's crazy. All right, so I always joke around with you about like the competition we played, because like I already said many times, I played the best of the best. And y'all was there a bit, but like, how was it though playing against like the Carlos Brooks, and who was their running back right after Carlos left? That was really good too.
After the Carlos left. Oh, you talking about what's his name? Dude that went to Hawaii.
Yeah. Day. So how did it feel to play against Day and then Chuba, who went to Florida State? I don't know if he's still at Florida State, but like how did it feel to play against like Chuba and then Brendan Rice is a receiver at USC, and then playing like just playing top D1 talent, and just playing the best of the best in Arizona, basically. How did it feel to play that?
Well, I started playing football at 5 years old.
Right.
All these kids started playing around the same time. So once we got to high school, like their names obviously blew up, but these are the same kids that I've been playing since I was 6, 7, 8 years old. So
Right.
Damon Rice was literally my teammate when we were like 9 years old. Like I've known these kids for years, so playing them is like it's been the same. Like it hasn't been much because I've played them my whole life. Now like kids like Day Day that just transferred out of state. You know, I ain't think he was that good when he first came, but he definitely like he proved me wrong. Like okay, this kid, you know, he's pretty good. So some kids that come from out of state, you know, they just get hyped up and they not all that. And then you got some kids like Day Day or like Dylan, that quarterback at Chandler this year, that they real life, they dogs, you know?
Facts. So, how good do you think Bash is going to be this year? I think that they can make it to state, but like, how good do you think that they could go?
No, I think that they definitely got a chance. They had a chance last year. I think they were just young and they were immature.
Yeah.
Once they got down a little bit, they put their heads down. They started throwing helmets. Like that's something you never want to see. I understand they was young, but you know, once they fix like little stuff like that, they're gonna be all right. They definitely got the talent to go all the way. Now just all the other little pieces got to come together.
Facts. That is facts. So then you after you run track in high school, you moved to Alabama, right?
Right.
How was life at Bama, bro?
Terrible. Don't ever just go to a school because they the first school that call you, bro. Make sure y'all visit. It's important to take them visits, bro. Them visits
Bro,
important.
but wasn't it HBCU?
It was an HBCU. It's not the campus. Everything was cool. It was my roommates. I couldn't do it, bro. I had to pay $2,000 out of my own pocket for stuff I didn't even do, bro. I was pissed.
Hey, that college
Bruh.
life is crazy, bro. Like, I kid you not. My roommate Peyton used to smash a refrigerator. We used to raise hell
Hey, man.
in that damn
I
dorm
was at
room.
some of them parties. Y'all was crazy.
So, all right, so tell them about the first NAU party that I took you to. There was a night that we was on
Is that
stage.
the one where bro broke his arm? Okay.
Yeah, so tell them.
That was my first college party. I remember that too.
Because
So
that
we,
first year, because that first weekend, you came out to visit NAU, and I was like, bro, you in for a treat.
Yeah.
Like, you met Sabian
Yeah.
and them for the first time. You met Kim. So, like, just tell us about that whole weekend you experienced being with me up there at NAU, so people can get an idea.
So I had a track meet at NAU the very next day of that party on that Saturday. So my parents was like, we're gonna take you up early so you can spend the weekend with your brother. I was like, all right, bet. So I get dropped off. Messiah, he's like, we're gonna go. I'm gonna show you around. We're gonna go visit some of my friends. I was like, bet. So the first people we went to visit, was it Cam and them?
Yeah. No,
Cam,
Harvey came.
Sabian.
So Harvey, no, you met Harvey at the time because Harvey came
Yeah,
down to
I met
visit with
Harv.
me. Okay.
So whose room? We went in somebody's room and it was like Cam, Sabian, DJ, and like they just ran in the room and they was like, my friends is here, and everybody just started jumping. And I was like, oh damn, these niggas are lit. I could tell already. And then Messiah was like, hey, we having a party tonight. I'm gonna get you in, you with me, yada yada, because he was a party promoter. You know, I was like, all right, bet. I ain't had no clothes, so I took some of his. So later that night, we get in the party, and everything starts off smooth. Like, everything starts off smooth, you know? It's twerk contest and everything, bro. It was going crazy.
Turned up in the mug.
Then out of nowhere, everybody started trying to flood the stage because they saw me on there. So you're supposed to only have, like, the party promoters on the stage. And me not being from there, I was on there. So everybody was like, oh, it's a random up there, so maybe we could get up there. So everybody starts trying to get on the stage. And then they was like, no, like, y'all got to get off. Like, it's about to break. Like, I seen how Raw Wave shit dented. It was going in like that. Like, it was about to go down. And so one of the football players was like, I ain't getting off the stage. And the bouncer was like, nah, like, you got to get off. Bro, this dude spit in the bouncer's face and threw him off the stage. Like, he broke the bouncer's arm. Then after that, everybody started fighting. I was like, oh, hell no. I was trying to find Messiah. I was trying to get up out of there. Bro, I was scared. There was some big niggas in there just swinging for no reason, bro.
Just
I was like, what the
swinging.
hell? Just swinging for no damn reason, bro.
And then, That was the same night we tried to hold Peyton back. It was like 3 or 4 of us trying to hold Peyton. This man
Bro,
Peyton
it
threw
was
all
3,
4
4
of us.
fights. This nigga threw me to the floor. I said, yeah, I'm done. I was not holding him no more.
But like when you came out there though, you was pimping and stuff. You was pimping in Alabama. You still pimping? Or you got a lady with you right now? Type shit.
Man, I'm pimping.
You pimping?
I'm pimping. Dirty pimping my cup.
Man, hey, so how are the ladies up there? Cause you go to you damn near Mississippi now. Cause like you transferred from Alabama to Mississippi, bro. How does it feel being out there in Mississippi, bro? Like, how are the ladies, bro?
Shit, this my first week, so I ain't really been scouting like that. We start school next week, so we're gonna see more about it next week. But
So were the Bama girls, was they fly? Was they popping or what, bro?
nah, they was definitely popping. It's ABC. Come on, like, they was definitely popping. It wasn't about the girls, it was the roommates.
So hold on. So like, how crazy was the roommates then?
Bro, these dudes, you know, coming
Like,
from
did they make the school
Chicago,
bad for you, or did they make it like fun for you?
Both. It was fun, you know, like the parties and shit. Like we went out together. It was all of us. But then at the same time, like these dudes, like you would think after they get caught once they would stop, but they didn't stop. So they would be smoking in the dorm, getting caught. They got caught with guns in the room. And every
Damn.
time one of that happened, the whole room gets fined. So I was getting fined for stuff I didn't even do. I remember one time I was playing 2K with y'all, and I just heard the RA behind me, and I was like, oh my god. Like, we just got fined again, bruh. For stuff I wasn't even doing. I was on the game, bruh. Like, so I couldn't do that no more, bro. Like, that was like $2,000 I had to pay.
All right, so let me ask you this. Now let's switch topics. Let's change the gears. Kobe Bryant is your favorite NBA player of all time.
Yeah.
How did it feel? Even though it's been some years, how did it feel when Kobe passed?
Man, I was devastated. That was a
Really?
hard day.
Really?
He always gonna be my favorite player. I don't care what nobody
Really?
say. LeBron suck. MJ
Wow.
don't suck, but MJ don't suck. But I got Kobe over him. Like, that was hard for me.
Really? So, what made you love Kobe Bryant so much as like a kid growing up?
His mentality.
Facts.
It's always been his mindset. He don't care who in front of him. He a killer. He gonna kill. He gonna get his. He don't care who on his team. He don't care who he playing. He gonna get his. That's all that matters.
So I never asked you
too weak
this.
for me.
Wow. You just call LeBron out like that?
But he be crying too much. I don't like that. Kobe not gonna do that. He just gonna get out there and play.
But bro, when you turn into that freak of nature, bro, can turn into that goat, that goat status that we all know though. Come on now.
He is a GOAT. I just don't like how he be crying so much. I don't got time for all that.
So then, let me ask you this then, because I never asked you. Who's your favorite football player of all time?
Shit, all the time.
All time. Like, for me, Michael Vick will forever be that #1 player. Him and Randy Moss. Because Vick is the reason why I'm a Falcons fan to this day. And Randy Moss, just like that, you got mossed. And him being 84 and just him jumping over 2-3 DBs. That always attracted me. So those two will always be my top 2 guys. But Vick has always been like the lead guy. Who's like your NFL lead guy or of all time?
I don't know if I say I got a lead guy, but growing up, like Reggie Bush definitely was like my like. You know how everybody got that one person they watched highlights before the game. Like as I got older, it was like Tavon Austin, but growing up, it was
Everybody
always,
watched
like,
that Tavon Austin highlight tape.
Yeah, but it was always Reggie Bush for me.
That I've been hailing back.
When that come on, you know it's strictly business.
So actually, so you moved in with Logan, who I'm actually gonna interview soon. How does it feel living with Logan, one of your best friends from damn near 7th grade?
That's my guy. I don't know. We just be fucking around for real right now. We just be on the game and stuff, just chilling. You know, he got his little football workouts. I got my track workouts. So
you run. So it is true. So you're actually running track at Jackson State.
Yeah, I'm gonna be out there.
Are you running? So should we expect to see you out there this spring?
You go. I'm already out there. Y'all gonna see me out there. Right now, I'm still recovering from a hamstring. Now they trying to get my hamstring right, so I ain't doing as much right now. I'm just doing some conditioning. That's really it. But coach said he like what he see. I say, yeah, I'm big dog.
So you're actually like on the track team type stuff.
Yeah.
So why didn't you tell me this?
Cause I was gonna wait to tell y'all. I was
Does
out there
dad?
yesterday. We was out there. Yeah, Dad though. We was out there yesterday training with the team. It was cool. It
So
was definitely
how's
hard as
the?
fuck. Hard
So
as
it
fuck.
is. So how what's so how is the college workouts compared to the high school workouts?
I mean, for track, it's all similar. Like once you're in conditioning, you're in conditioning. Once it gets close
So
to
the
the
track
season, then it's
workouts and
strength
college
training stuff.
workouts are the same. I mean, not track. College and high school workouts are the same, damn near.
Damn near. It's a little different, but like it's damn near the same. Like so, when I was in high school, we had these things called 90-second runs, where you run as long as you can for 90 seconds, see how far you can get. And then yesterday we did 30-second runs, which was the same thing. It was just 30 seconds and 90 seconds, but it's basically the same thing.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I'm happy that you're doing good for yourself. I'm happy that you back on track. Because freshman year of high school, I thought you was gonna be done. I thought you I thought you was gonna be done.
Bruh, freshman year in high school, I
Tell
was
the
on some
people that
shit.
don't know why we laughing about that. Tell the people who don't know why we laughing at
Bro,
that.
bruh. So one day, I don't know what it was, but my first hour teacher used to piss me off. For y'all that know her name, Miss Pitney. For y'all that know her, you know what I'm talking about. Bro, one day I was like, bro, I do not want to go to this class. And Messiah was like, hey, if you don't go to class in high school, you know they don't call your parents. And I was like, what? So I missed it. I missed that one day. And after that, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to this class. Like, if they're not going to call, I'm not going. So I was like, Messiah, wake me up. I'll get up when it's time for second hour. And I did not go to first hour for like a month and a half. Bruh. After a month and a half, she called my mom, bro. I was like, oh, snap. I had a meeting with the football coach. I had a meeting with my parents. The principal was in there. She was in there, and it was bad. Like,
Bro,
man,
when
I
I
was
tell
grounded for
y'all,
the
this
rest of the
man literally
year.
ruined what I had going, bro. I kid you not, bro. How I used to do it, because I'm 2 classes above Zion. So how I used to do it was, like, once a week, I would miss first hour. And I would wake up at, like, go to second hour type stuff. And I'll do this every year for, like, the last 2 or 3 years. So one day I was like, yo, Zion, like, bruh. He came in my room. He was like, yo, like, let's go to school. And I was like, nah, bro, like, we finna skip first hour. Like, I'm tired. Like, I'm gassed. Like, I don't feel like going to first hour. And they ain't finna call mom because they never did. I've been doing this stuff for 2 years. And then this man ruined everything we had. I remember I tried doing that right after, bro. My mom called me talking about why you ain't in school. I was like, I am. I was just late. I was so sick. But like, that bachelor treatment, bro. A lot of people don't know. I had that bachelor treatment too. Like, I literally, my senior year of high school, bro, I didn't even do math. Like, I had college algebra, but the teacher was such a big football fan, and like the student or the teacher aide was like a football coach. I literally didn't have to study for a test, and I suck at math to this day. That's why I low-key wish I paid attention, like, throughout school, because I suck at math to this day. I low-key wish I tried, because I was getting A's on tests without even doing anything. Like, I would literally ask the teacher for, like, the answers, and the teacher would, like, give them to me. And he literally give me an A on every single test. Like, I passed college algebra with an A, and I was like, bro, my math skills suck, because I would never, ever. And, like, they just looked out for me. Like, I used to end up leaving school every day at 10:30 senior year, because, like, I would start school at 7:20, and then I'd get out of there by 10:30 every day. My every day is 7:20 to 10:30 every day for senior year, and just got an A in college algebra for not even doing nothing.
Not doing
Y'all
shit.
remember? I used to go to you and Corey's film room every third hour. I used to go to there every third hour. I was in
We
there
wasn't
talking
doing
about
shit
like
in class.
what? Don't you got class? I'm like, yeah, I got class, but I ain't doing nothing. Cause like I knew I could get away with it. Hey, but that's all I got. That's all the questions I got for you, bro. Hey, thank you for doing this interview with me. It really means a lot.
Yes,
I got a
sir.
lot of
Yes,
good
sir.
answers
Yes,
out of you
sir.
today. It was really fun. I got to get Logan on this show, but thank you for tuning in. I think this show probably gonna drop. Like, we're filming right now, but I have to do a few more interviews, so this is probably gonna drop next week. So look out for this video in a week, bro.
Yep, appreciate it. Yep. Be
It's
expecting
good.
a part 2 for about the family life and all that back at home.
You want a
How we
part
used to
two?
live
Like, you want a
growing
part
up.
two?
We gotta tell them how we used to live growing up.
It's
Not
good.
sports wise, just growing up.
Oh, it's good. All right, then we'll for sure have a part 2 then.
Yep.
All right.
Alright, y'all.
I'm gonna catch y'all. Hey, do you want to give yourself a shout out or something?
Nah, bro, I already gave my shot.